Hello all, Havoc here. Beautiful start to a day, and we're going to go over what we got going on today. So for starters, I'm starving. So we're going to go find us some corn dogs and make us some food. Oh, come on now. And I think we just head right out this way. Did some work between episodes. Looking forward to showing that to you guys as soon as we get back. There's a spot right down here on the beach. There's like 4 or 5 corn dogs all lined up. It's like right over here, I think. Where is it? There we go, right here. We're gonna get us some food off of this guy over here too. Alright. There's some steaks. We'll get those processed. Turn our light on. Get some corn dogs cooking. Tab. Oh, yeah, I know, buddy. I know. Let's get those cooking up. And there's one more right here. Alright, so F4, put these in here, and then make us some steaks, and tab. Yeah, I know. Got this ration here. I was gonna eat that, and I was like, and then I remembered just as I was logging in that there's a spot down here with the 4 corn dogs, just ripe for the picking. And there's some more steaks right there. Let's go get those. Come here, you. Two more. Alright. 4. Food. 2 more. Alright. So this is going to do us up good for food for a minute. Let's go ahead and eat these instead of the granolas we're cooking up. Oh yeah, there we go. Nom 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 nom. Alright. Alright, let's head back to the base. I want to show you guys what we've been working on. We're not starving no more. Yeah, we've been a little on the busy side. I haven't been building as much as working on just making it better, if that makes any sense. F4, did we finish all our steaks? We're going to finish eating them. Yeah, I think we're done. Shut her down. Victor, make sure they're finished. Yep, it's all done. Okay, so CPU usage on this thing, you guys are saying a base can have like at maximum is like 2 million CPU. Well, I want to do all kinds of shenanigans to this thing. So like unlimited solar and because my game config, I've turned off solar limitations and capacitors. I want to run this thing on solar and I want to have unlimited power. I think solar is that capability, and the fact that I can only put 7 or 12 solar panels down, that doesn't make sense. So I want to get our CPU usage down so we can build the way we want. So to do that, we go into hit P, our statistics right now are 156,480. We're still way over a tier 1. But if you go back and look at an episode or 2 ago, we were at like 188,000. So I've dropped the CPU usage by almost 40,000. And all I did was take out some blocks. Now you guys are probably thinking, great, now Havoc's entire base is going to fall apart. That could be true. But I think I'm doing it right. So let's go take a look. I think I'm doing a good job here. You see, like, so I took these blocks out, and I was like, oh, hey, I don't know if I want to put those back because CPU. No, because that's important. I need to cover that up. So cargo extensions, stuff like that. We want to put these things in place, and these take up CPU. So it's like I want to put another one right here because this one, actually neither one of these are tied to a network. So I found that out yesterday when I was cleaning up. So I went through, I started taking out a bunch of deco stuff. That did help, but it didn't really do enough. And then I remember we had all those alien blocks downstairs. So I came down here, and you notice there's some walls missing. Okay, that's temporary. We're going to be putting the walls back, so just bear with me. I went through, and all the alien blocks I could find, I have removed, okay? Then I started going through and taking out the multiple layers of blocks that are underneath that aren't doing anything. And on top of that, they're heavy combat armor. See, heavy steel blocks, hardened steel blocks, sorry. That's twice the CPU usage of a standard steel block. Actually, I think it's more than twice. But so basically what I did is I pulled up a chart that showed all the CPU usages of just the blocks. And they're high. I mean, they're really high. So I went through, and this was either hardened steel or alien, the entire area. So yeah, that was a problem. Then as I was doing that, look what I found. This guy was underneath the core. We literally put the core down on top of this and didn't even see that this thing was underneath here. Tier 2 shotgun, a pulse rifle, a flamethrower, and an armor booster. The entire time, just like right there under the core. Yeah. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to skeletonize. And you see I am putting structure back. Oh, I am putting structure back to make sure things supported. And I'm doing it as I go. So basically, like, see how where this one is I'll come over here, take this one out, then hit T. Oh, we're not connected to a cargo network right now. Main yard. Not hardened steel. We're putting back just steel blocks. So this is the one, by the way, that doesn't have the connectors to it anymore. See, they named it 142K. We only had 134K. We lost several because they're not connected anymore. So we want to connect to this. There we go. Put that there. And then we convert this to a pillar for shenanigans' sake. It doesn't need to be a pillar, but that's what I'm doing with it. And then I take these out. And then I can proceed forward. That span is supported. So far, knock on wood, I have had 0 collapses. So I'm going to put another one here. Another one here. So yeah, this is what I've been doing, and the CPU usage is dropping drastically now. So we dropped a couple thousand just by doing those couple blocks that you just saw us tear down. So this is all area that was never utilized. Some of these areas were 4 blocks deep, like up over here. Like that up there, this block, this block, this block, and then where we were standing, there was some halfway into the ground. So yeah, it's huge. It's making a huge impact. and it's going to get it to where we're going to be able to do what we want. And it's like this was all alien blocks. You guys remember, if you go back a couple of videos, you can see how much of this was alien block, and that's now all in my inventory. I started by just putting half blocks everywhere, or these little wall blocks, and I was like, nah, I think I can do better than that. So these will get replaced. I'm probably going to put pillars, because this is a full block. Probably put pillars behind the wall and then put full blocks over it. See, there's outside. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. This is what I'm working on, and it's like this entire elevator right here is like 2 blocks thick. So like if I do this, see? Look how far back that goes. It doesn't do anything. And it's all hardened steel block. So I just choose up a ton of CPU. So that's what I'm going to be working on between episodes, is just getting all that under control. So we can do things like swap these out for container extensions. Like those two right there. Those need to be container extensions. F4. And we need to go to this one, I think. I don't think we have any on us. But they need, that's what these 3 right here need to be extensions. So we, actually these 4, we need to replace that one and that one. So basically we need to get from here, over here, through here, into here as container extensions, and it'll all be connected back up again. So yeah, we're, like I said, I stopped taking deco stuff out because it helped a little, but the whole point of this is to make it feel like a base again. And like inevitably we're talking like in chat or in the comments below that we want to have like NPCs walking around and stuff like that to make this feel like a fully functional base. And doing this kind of shenanigans is what brought it upon in comments about, hey, you know, each one of those blocks takes up CPU. And that fueled me to go down there and start working on that lower section that isn't doing anything. Like that elevator section was the first thing I thought of. Is I bet you that's like 3 blocks thick. It's at least 3 blocks thick. So yeah, renting off. And so now I kind of want to work on what we're going to do for this guy. Like I was saying, as I would like him to dock and have that wedge plate land right at that right there. So let's F5. So basically take this lip off and extend it out as an actual rampway. Where is the walkway down here? Because I'd like to actually have it to where we come through right here. Right there's where we're going to come out at. So that's where that's going to be. Yeah, that's going to be doors. And we can convert this right here. So tab, go to here. And of course that grate's going to stop this from working, isn't it? I want to put a block right there. What's stopping me? That is. All right, fine. So then we need to do some pillaring to hold it up. I kind of like how that's shaped. So let's do something like that. So I need to come out to about here. Then we'll come down. And then what are you? That block, okay. And that one looks like none of the ones in here. So I have to come over here. You? Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I really wish you had like the ability to pick select, like middle mouse click on something. That'd be kind of nice. How far did we come out on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how far I can go before it breaks. I'm not chancing it. We're going to there. And then we put this one down further. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. No, we don't want to put it down further, do we? All right. Because then it's at the same level all the way across. And back to you. Back to you, Bob. There. So, all right, that gives us a decent sized platform. And we can come out a couple more from there that we can park this guy on. And it'll go over till right about the edge. And it should bring it up just high enough to where the top of the CV will be close with the top of the base. And we might be able to contour something else to come up and land to where we can walk right onto the top of the CV too. All right, so let's get some more blocks. So F4. We have a ton of steel blocks, but I just don't know where I put them all. I think they actually might be in hauler. Or not. Okay. Hardened steel and steel. Yeah, we only have 5 more steel blocks. Guess we're gonna have to start crafting some. We need to start crafting our solar panels and capacitors so we can start running this base on solar. Another thing we're going to need to do is get a CPU. So, all right, let's go check out. Let's get a tier 2 CPU. I don't know who needs to make that. I think that needs to be coming from the advanced constructor. Turn our light off. Okay. So base here. I think we're going to have to research that, aren't we? Yeah. So F4. Base, yep. And we need to go to advanced constructor. We need a deconstructor. Let's get a furnace. We need container extensions. We want to start making those. How many points do we have? We have 193 points. Got a lot of points. Let's get a repair bay. And where is... Here we go. So we can get up to CPU 3 right now. So... Alright. Let's go ahead and do the fuel tank. We don't need an O2 tank right now. O2 stations we can pick up from places like we have one in here. It's right there. And then the one on the base we don't need. So if we needed another O2 station, we can just make it. So let's power this guy up. We need you to make a CPU, please. Tier 2 CPU, electronics, optic fibers, and flux coils. hold on. So F4, it tells you in here what can craft it, what cannot. So large constructor can craft it. Advanced constructor can only do the tier 3. All right, so we may as well just pull the parts we need over here. So F4, main vessel yard, and hauler. Let's get, just grabbing random stuff, and then we'll just move it back. If it's what it needs, it's what it needs. If it's not, then we'll work it out. All right. Back to here. We need flux coils, which means we need bits. Titanium, neodymium, and cobalt. We have none of the above. All right. So we need to get a deconstructor. Can we make that? Here, base. No, we cannot make a deconstructor. We need titanium and more flux coils. So that was a furnace, by the way. Deconstructor is just same. Actually, it's twice as bad. All right. So let's go ahead and put all this stuff back. Actually, we can just leave it where it is. It's not hurting anything having this stuff here. So this is Sathium and a few other neat bits and bobs. When you start deconstructing some stuff, that would be pretty awesome. So let's go ahead and shut you back down. It's frustration. Actually, we need to make some steel blocks. So why? That's okay. I thought I clicked on the bed and I was like, no. Base. Composite blocks aren't going to work. Concrete, armored trusses, steel blocks. So I picked steel as it was a decent mix between strength and CPU usage. No, wood and composite are great. But their strength is a lot lighter. Concrete was high and trusses were high for the amount of strength to CPU ratio. There's charts online. I thought steel was decent. Trusses were okay, but steel was fine. Concrete was crazy. And then a hardened steel block is upside down crazy. Combat steel it just goes worse the stronger the block gets. So alright, so then we want to come in here. F4, we're going to link up to Hauler now because he's the one who's crafting the blocks. This goes back to player, Hauler. And let's put this here. Okay. And I heard somebody outside knocking, so let's go see what they have to say. Excuse me, sir. You have something for sale? Oh, it's you. Steaks, please. Thank you. Oh, I just missed. All right, let's head over. We'll have Hauler or Logger do it. Bum bum bum. Steaks, please. Nom 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 nom. Just gonna eat it right from the inventory. Come on, give me some steak. And then we're gonna build that platform out and move the CV up onto that. Can I not eat from that? Oh, come on. Thank you. Okay. So let's go ahead and head on up here. All right, so we made this platform 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across. So we're gonna do the same thing again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9. How come 9 would work on the other one, but it won't work on this one? That doesn't work. That doesn't math for me. It might be because he's in the way. It's quite the possibility. I should probably move him over because it's going to make it easier for us to build a platform for him if he's not in the way. All right. And shut it off. I don't know how far he got into making those steel plates, but it'll be fine. Or steel blocks. There we go. F5. So the while I was tearing stuff apart, I went over here to go do this, and I literally did this. Hold on. It's not doing it now. Yeah, I did that. So, but it was like a one-shot thing. I literally just like came up over the top of him, came right down here, and was like that. It was very comical because I wasn't expecting it. Huge waste of ammo. I'm sitting here doing that over and over again. But hey, it's fun, right? All right. So let's get back over here, here. Come out to here. And then we're going to come out. There we go. And then we'll come out like 5 more. That looks good. And you go down to the ground. Okay, perfect. Perfect. No, not what I want. In any way, shape, or form. All right, so this should come across, tie into there, perfect. And then we can come out 5-ish. Or 4, that'll work too. Wait, what? Oh, we're out of blocks. F4. Holler. Perfect. That's good enough. All right, and then we'll do something with overhangs and that kind of shenanigans. So for this part, what I want to do is, so from underneath it looks cool. We're going to do something like this. Okay, and then rotate. A little bit of design elements, so it's just not so blah. Not saying that this is going to be the pinnacle of the design of this station, but it's better than just putting all flat blocks, right? And you, and you. So if we go back in there, then we can use this guy, like this. Going from here along there. So from underneath, it'll look kind of cool. And if it's costing a CPU, we may as well make it look kind of good too. And then here crossed, and here. All right. Nope. And I'm thinking about filling the center with glass, but I guess it really doesn't matter because like these sections over here are going to look wonky in comparison to over there. So I don't know. Maybe we'll use grates on the smaller sections, like these ones over here. You put grates in there. All right, so that's all done. T. All right, so we're going to wrap it up here. I appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the episodes. Please keep the comments coming. I enjoy reading them very much. And I'm going to continue to basically scalp this base for everything it's got. Try to trim off the CPU as best I can. How much do we add back on? Oh, wrong button. We added 2,000 back on. So that's not bad, considering, I mean, we now have a functional landing pad basically for our CV, which is kind of important in my opinion. We're going to be able to land and actually walk right off of it into our own base. So, yeah, progress is being made. Thanks for being here, guys. This is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.